Greetings comic book fans and welcome to the Dude Cave. I'm Jason and you are watching Comic Haul Weekly, my weekly video where I show you the brand new comics I picked up today. Now, I've just this minute got back from the comic shop, so no time to kind of put these into any order whatsoever. So first up we have 2000 AD, issue 1977 or 1977. I've been enjoying this. It's good. I said last week I was enjoying 2 and not enjoying 2 stories, but last week I felt the Judge Dredd story really took a turn for the better, so I'm pretty much enjoying most of this book right now, and I just love that that's like totally a different way of writing, you know, having 6 pages each issue to tell a story, totally different from what I'm kind of used to, and it's a different kind of style and a medium, so yeah, I'm enjoying 2000 AD, plus I do like my sci-fi. We then have Superman Action Comics 51, which is part 3 of Super League, and the search for Supergirl goes on. I've really enjoyed this so far, Peter Tomasi. This issue, it's Paul Palpetier on art. I've been really enjoyed Super League so far, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to be next in that. We then have Superman, Lois and Clark, issue number 7. This has been a great book, a great bit of slice of Superman. Last issue, Jonathan showed that he'd got powers, so interesting in where that's going to go. But yeah, Dan Jurgens and Lee Weeks doing great. There's a lot of names on the cover, which whenever I read a DC book and there's a lot of names on the cover, that makes me a bit nervous. We then have Superman American Alien, issue number 6, the penultimate issue of this series. This has been really good. Max Landis has been doing a great job. Who would have thought, you know, he would have written such a great Superman book, but he's doing it and it's working really well. The whole premise of this series has been, we've joined Superman at different points of his life. So the first issue was when he was a child, and then second issue like teenager and so on, and kind of seeing his story grow. And each issue has a different artist, so it works because each issue is a different point in his life. And it's just been a really good book that celebrated everything that like we love about Superman. So yeah, really good stuff. Looking forward to getting into that. We then have Huck, issue number 6. This is the final issue. This has been really good. Sad it's finishing, but I'm really excited to see how they're going to finish it all off. We then have Tokyo Ghost is back with issue number 6. I enjoyed this series from Rick Remender and Sean Murphy, David Hollingsworth, or Matt Answorth, sorry. All-star team here on the book. And I've enjoyed this, and it's good to have it back. I like what Image do, the way that like they'll have a break between arcs. So one, I think is a smart way people can buy the trade and maybe jump on board the single issues. So I think that's a good idea. But also it refreshes the creators, that they get to have a break before going back at it again, and I think that's cool. And I think it's a shame Marvel and DC are so. I support everybody's right to make money, but they're so hungry to make money, those companies are, that they don't look at the creative side of the medium. They just look at pure that this is a way to make cash. And rather than saying, well, yeah, maybe if we gave our creators a month off, and you know, we had people come in, do one-shot stories or annuals for a month, and we had all the books start up again. You know, 1, you could have people maybe jump on the trade, but 2, it keeps creatively it going, it gives them a break, and yeah, I like the way Image do that. But I'm looking forward to getting back into Tokyo Ghost. We then have the Astonishing Ant-Man, issue number 7. I think like last issue, now that we've seen his daughter trying to become a supervillain, I think kind of what she's going to do, he's going to end up taking the blame for her and going to prison. But I'm enjoying this. Last issue was like I say, was really interesting. It's just all about the daughter. But with this issue, it says on the cover, all new story starts here. But we haven't found out how he ended up in prison yet, so I'm gathering this is going to be it. But I'm enjoying Ant-Man. If you enjoyed the film, the book is really in tone with the character that you saw in the movie. So yeah, it's worth giving it a go if you like the movie. We then got Captain America Sam Wilson, issue number 8, which is part of Standoff. So that's going to be good. As the 3 different Caps. You got Bucky, who was Cap. You got Sam Wilson, the current Cap, and you got Steve Rogers, the original Cap. So it's really cool that in the story they've kind of got those 3 characters have kind of come together. But yeah, Last issue of Standoff ended with Captain America saying the words "Avengers Assemble," or Steve Rogers Captain America, that is. I don't know if this story is going to run after that, or they're going to wait for the big old Standoff book, or if this is just going to kind of be how they got to that point of meeting up with the other Avengers. We will see. We then have Captain Marvel, issue number 4. Another really nice cover for Captain Marvel. I do like the covers they've been doing for this book. This has been good. It's kind of like a space book. As we've got the space station where Captain Marvel and Alpha Flight are surfing aboard in Earth's first defense against alien threats. And yeah, so far I've enjoyed this. I think there's a lot of potential in this book. Looking forward to seeing where that's going to go. We've then got a book I didn't realise was coming out this week. It was a lovely surprise. It's Deadpool, issue number 10. Which is really good. Deadpool's convinced that Sabretooth killed his parents, who wants revenge, but he doesn't realise that it was him, that it was Deadpool who done it, and Sabretooth was just there. So yeah, and it looked from like last issue that Sabretooth, now that he's a good guy, he's gonna let Deadpool beat him up and think that it was him that killed the parents, so Deadpool never has to learn the truth. So that looks an interesting issue. We then have Deadpool and the Mercs for Money, which has been really good. This is going to become an ongoing, I think, from July. The mini finishes then, and it's going to become an ongoing. If I remember rightly, they did this mission that went tits up, and the benefactor was killed, so they ended up with this artifact, and now everybody kind of wants this artifact, and it's made them targets, and Taskmaster has been hired to kill Deadpool and take this artifact back, but the evil Deadpool stopped him, and now they're going to throw down, which should be good, as you can see there. Evil Deadpool battling the Taskmaster. So yeah, but this has been good so far. I've enjoyed this, and I'm really beginning to like the Mercs for Money and the different characters in that, and I think that's a good thing they've come up with there. We then have Extraordinary X-Men, which continues the Apocalypse War story, so that will be interesting to see where that's going to go. We then have the Mighty Thor, issue number 6, which looks like we're going to see the Odin son return. We saw a clue, I think it was it last issue? This is part 1 of a new story. I think it was last issue we saw that he was being held somewhere. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to find out what's happened to our original Thor. We've got Nova, issue number 6. I read all 5 issues of this morning. I really enjoyed them. The whole story of like Nova got his dad back, Jesse, and they're both Novas. But then he found out that his dad wasn't his dad, it was an alien, and it ended up being a clone who'd been sent by the Chitauri to steal Nova's helmet, so they could learn how it worked. And then they sent another clone after them last issue. So yeah, I've been enjoying this. This has been really good, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen next. Sean Ryan's doing a really good job on it. We then have Spider-Man Deadpool, issue number 4. I don't know if this is an ongoing or if this is a mini. I thought going into it was going to be a mini, but there's never any kind of like, you know, numbering on it that makes it suggest that this is just a mini. But I'm liking the dynamic with these two characters here. It's working well so far. I think Kelly is doing a bang up job. I like how Kelly writes Spider-Man. I like how he writes Deadpool. It's just all round winner. So yeah, I'm enjoying that. We then have, and I love this cover. I do really love that cover. We have Star Wars Obi-Wan and Anakin issue number 4. I don't know, is this a 5-issue mini? I'm not sure. What I like what they're doing in here is, as well as what's going on the planet, we're getting these kind of flashes of Anakin's relationship with Palpatine and how Palpatine's beginning to manipulate him. And I'm really liking those kind of echoes that we're getting here. It's surprising that I went into this quite negative, but it's one of those Star Wars books that they've made work. And yeah, I think Soul and Chicheto are doing a good job. We then, and I love this cover, it's Bloodshot Reborn number 12. I really love that cover. I think that cover is badass. Now, I don't know. Oh yeah, Analog Man Part 3. So yeah, I've loved Analog Man. That has been really good. It's kind of this story at the end, like the world's kind of gone really badly. It's kind of like a Mad Max kind of story, and basically Bloodshot's trying to look after his village. He goes to get some water, but when he comes back, the village has been destroyed. So now he's teaming up with Old Man Ninjak, and they're looking to take the fight. I think it was Ninjak. Was it Ninjak? Yeah, Ninjak. And they're going to go to the city and take on the bad guys. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that. That's going to be near the top of my pile this week, and I do love that cover. We then have Exo Manowar issue number 46. This is the kill list. I think this is the final part of the kill list. Yeah, the finale. Basically, Commander Trill, who's a Vine, is trying to cause trouble and to stir up with the Vine refugees. He's trying to stir up a war between humans and Vine. So yeah, I'm looking forward. And last issue it was working, so it's going to be interesting. Can Eric stop like this big world war breaking out? We then have Divinity 2, issue number 1. Again, this is a cardboardy cover, you know, with the book 1. I love how, you know, when they have books like this, Valiant, I think, do better than anyone. Make these books feel like it's a special event. So yeah, look forward to getting into that. We then have, this is last month's issue of James Bond. I've got issue 1 and 2 in the post, so I need to get 3 and 4. The final book is issue 6, so I've got 2 James Bonds to read here. It's the middle 2 that I'm missing. Yeah, but yeah, I like James Bond, so I'm going to give this a go. And the thing is, if I don't like it, I'll have the first arc and I'll probably like sell it or something. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that. And the final book this week, it is Power Man and Iron Fist issue number 3, which has been a lot of fun. You can see there, you know, this former secretary of theirs feels they let her down, so she's looking to get her revenge. This book just has been brilliant so far. The writing has been brilliant, the banter between the characters. The Iron Fist in this feels very different to the Iron Fist I read last year in Iron Fist, the Living Weapon. But I'm still, I can get past that because it's just such a good book and I'm just enjoying it so much. I can look past that. So those are my books for this week. I will be back, fingers crossed, the beginning of next week with a review video, and then back at some point next week with another haul video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, give me those beautiful thumbs up. That's pretty much me done. I'm going to get some dinner now and then read some comics. So all that leaves me to say is that I've been Jason. This has been the Dude Cave with the Comic Haul Weekly. Bye for now.